Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, share, and like. Today I will be talking about maize planting. Let's start from selection of seeds. Choose good quality seed variety. Good maize seed should germinate quickly, resist diseases, produce high yields, and suit your rainfall areas. Right, planting time. Plant maize at the beginning of the rainy season. In Zimbabwe, planting usually starts in October to December depending on the rains. Why early planting matters? Better moisture, fewer pests, and high yields. The planting methods. Spacing. Common spacing is 75 centimeters between rows and 25 to 30 centimeters between plants. Planting depth is always 3 to 5 centimeters deep, and seeds per hole should be 1 to 2 seeds per station. After germination, thin weak plants and leave one strong plant. How do you apply fertilizers? We have these types of fertilizers. With basal fertilizer, apply during planting. Examples of these are a compound D and compound C. Right. Germination. Seeds germinate within 5 to 10 days. What to monitor? You should monitor missing plants, bird damage, those who are damaged by the birds, cutworms, and poor germination. You should also fill the gaps when you see where there are no germinations. Now, weed control. We should always control our weeds because weeds compete with our plants on water, nutrients, and sunlight. So you should do your first weeding should be 2 to 3 weeks after germination, and the second weeding should be before maize flowering. Then methods that you use a hand hoe or herbicides, or you can mulch as a way of controlling the weeds. There are also pests that we can find in our maize. The common pests for maize are fall armyworm. The signs are the holes in leaves, sawdust like waste inside walls. Then control. How do you control them? Spray recommended pesticides. Put ash or sand into the funnel. Monitor fields regularly. Then we have got what we call stalk borers. They damage stems. How do you control them? Just early planting and proper spraying. We also have birds. They can also damage our crops. You can control them by scaring them away, or you use of noise makers. Disease management. Maize streak viruses, leaf bleeding, and rust. How do you prevent them? Use resistant seed. Rotate crops. Remove infected plants and control insects. Water management. Maize needs enough water, especially in germination stage and tasseling stage, grain filling stage. Signs of water stress: rolled leaves, yellowing, poor and cob formation. Now today we can end here. On our part 2, we will be talking on thinning, earthing, and things like that up to harvest time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, like, and share to others. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Welcome to our second segment of our lesson, where we'll be talking about thinning. Let's start from thinning. We proceed with our lesson that we were doing. Right. Thinning. Remove weak plants after germination. Thinning up. Heap soil around the base of the plant. Benefits. It prevents lodging, improve root support, and preserve moisture. Flowering stage. At flowering stage, maize produces tassels. These are male flowers, and stalks, female flowers. Pollination happens when pollen falls into silk. Importance. This stage is very sensitive to drought. Cob development. After pollination, cobs begin filling with grain. Management. Continue pest control. Ensure enough nutrients and water. Healthy leaves means good grain filling. Signs maize is ready for harvest. Maize is mature when leaves turn brown, husks dry, grains become hard. Black flowers form at kernel base, usually 4 to 5 months after planting, depending on variety. Harvesting. Hand picking, cutting stalks. Importance of harvesting. Harvest during dry weather. Avoid harvesting wet maize because it develops molds. Drying. Dry maize properly before storage. Moisture level. The level of moisture should be between 12 to 13%. So how do we dry these maize seeds? We can dry them on sun. We can use raised platforms or cribs. Be warned here. Poor drying causes molds and aflatoxins and grain rotting. How do we store our maize? We can store them in grain bags, or we can store them in metal silos or cribs. Protect against weevils. You can also protect them against rats. Also protect them against moisture. Use recommended grain protectants if necessary. These are the chemicals that we use to prevent our maize seed. Simple maize growth stages. Germination, seed sprout, seedling stage, young leaves develop, vegetative stage, rapid leaf and stem growth, tasseling and silking, flowering and pollination, grain filling, cobs develops fully, maturity, drying and harvesting stage. Tips for high maize yield. Plant early, use certified seed, apply fertilizer correctly, weed on time, control pests early, maintain proper spacing, harvest and store properly. Common mistakes farmers make: late planting, overcrowding plants, poor weed control, using bad seed, applying too much or too little fertilizer, poor storage. Conclusion, good maize farming requires proper planting, time management, pest and disease control, correct fertilizer use, good harvesting and storage methods. When maize is well managed from planting to harvest, farmers achieve high yields and better profits. Thank you so much for the lesson on how to plant your maize and maintain them. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video to others.